There are a few big issues in Marvel Rivals that needs addressing in Season 2, and today we'll talk about them and what I think needs to be changed in Season 2.
Cobra Kai needs to change.
First, tell me, what is Mantis's damage buff to herself and to her teammates? I mean, by what percentage does Mantis amplifies damage? If you don't know, that's okay, because this is nowhere to be found in the game itself. This info is clearly available on the website, but there is no place in-game where you can find this out because in the game, the abilities are listed out with a basic description, no stats, no damage, duration, or any other information. We need this info to be available in the game for easy access because I don't want to go up and look on the website to find out different quirks and nuances of my hero. Okay, this is a minor thing though, but let's talk about some more glaring issues, and that is the roster. While the roster is cool and every hero is well designed with a good kit, except for some small exceptions of course, we simply need more vanguards and more strategists. We have 37 heroes but only 8 strategists and 9 vanguards. Meanwhile, we have 20 duelists. The problem becomes even bigger because not all strategists or vanguards can play in every comp and not all are viable. Like for example, if you pick Star-Lord in any comp and you do good, there is no problem, you don't throw, you don't mess up with your team's chances to win. But if you're in a solo tank comp, which happens quite often, at least for me, if you pick Penny Parker or Thor or Captain America and the enemy team knows what they are doing, then good luck because your chances to win significantly went down. If you're in a solo tank comp, you basically have 3 options: Groot, Magneto or Doctor Strange. If you get 2 tanks in your team, okay, you can go with let's say a Hulk and a Thor because one might be able to dive and the other to sit back, adopt a more defensive approach and peel. But the same thing is happening with strategists. You simply cannot pick just anyone there. You basically need to have a Luna Snow or Invisible Woman or Cloak and Dagger because if you go with let's say Mantis and Rocket Raccoon, good luck, you won't be able to keep up if there is a massive burst of incoming damage. If you have a Luna and Cloak and Dagger and then a Groot ult comes, then you use Dagger's Wall, Luna's Ice Arts, and you might survive them. But if you have a Mantis and a Raccoon, then simply good luck. So we need a bigger pool of vanguards and strategists to pick out from because otherwise things get frustrating and stale. You get a solo tank comp, then you're forced into 2 choices. You get a Rocket Raccoon, then again you're forced into 2 or 3 choices. And this will be a problem for a long time, I believe, because to balance things out, you simply need to add more heroes, and NetEase will definitely not make a huge drop of 5 strategists and 5 vanguards in Season 2. They will probably drop 2, maybe 3 new heroes, but let me know if you're a strategist main or a vanguard main. If you feel the same way, and if you also enjoyed the video so far, please consider subscribing to the channel since it will help me out a lot. Now, the second problem that needs to be addressed is the ranked system. And I'm not talking about the rank inflation, I have another video that covers that, but we need a rework of how the ranked system works. The lack of ranked reset proved to be detrimental to the experience, and personally, I believe we need placement matches at the start of each season. And another thing I would love to see in the game is performance-based ranking and transparency, because at the moment it seems quite unfair if you played well to just lose 20-25 points just because someone in your team throws or decides to go AFK. And I would love to see how these drops or gains are calculated. Right now you play a game, you have nice stats, you lose and you see minus 25 points, or you win and you see plus 15 points. How are these points calculated? What is taken into account when deciding the number? And can I, through how I play, can influence them and how? These are some nice questions that I would like to see answered and implemented because then you feel like you are more in control of your rank or you are more at peace with your current rank. You finish a game and you see, oh, I could have lost 30 points, but because I healed a lot or I got some kills, then that amount of points is decreased. So my performance influenced my outcome. Part of the problem with the ranked system is also the matchmaking, and while I have not investigated this in detail, it just feels weird. I'm in Diamond at the moment and I get into some wild games, like some games we are literally stomping them and they are simply unable to leave the spawn, and some games we are completely stomped. It's like there are players there that are simply unable to play the game at a decent level and have a bit of knowledge on hero shooters, how their abilities works, and so on, but that's just my experience. Let me know if it's the same for you. I have also seen online some people saying that we need more maps in the game as well. And I both agree and disagree. I mean, yeah, I agree that more maps are better. There is no single game in the universe when someone would say, yeah, okay, cool, I don't want any more good maps here. That's fine. More good maps are always beneficial to a game, and nobody would complain that there are too many good maps in this game. But the maps that we already have are nice, they are well thought out, they have diversity, player agency, verticality, space. The maps are completely fine, and there was not one time while I played and I thought, oh no, not this map again, I just simply can't stand it anymore. So from my side, the maps are fine. They will probably add some more maps in Season 2, but I think there are many other issues that impact the game a lot and that need to be addressed in Season 2. So to wrap up, Marvel Rivals has incredible potential, but Season 2 is an important moment for addressing these core issues. We need more strategic depth in the hero roster, particularly for vanguards and strategists. The ranked system desperately requires transparency and performance-based mechanics that actually reflect player skill. And while small quality of life improvements like better ability descriptions might seem minor, they can significantly enhance the overall player experience. NetEase has a real opportunity here to transform Marvel Rivals from a good game into a great one. By listening to community feedback and addressing these fundamental gameplay and progression challenges, they could dramatically improve player retention and satisfaction. So what do you think? Are these the right priorities, or are there other issues you've experienced that need addressing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.